this crumbling world I find my solace, a pot of melting cheese and memories of her face. I've been fighting demons in streets and in my mind, but now I'm lost in a reverie, with churn laid by my side. As the cheese bubbles, I dip her in, oh so gently. Her finer spirit matches mine, we're tangled in a symphony. The grunge of the street meets the smoothness of the cheese in this unexpected love story. Anything is possible, you see. Don't chun lead upon melting Velveeta cheese. She's my street fighter queen, my heart is on its knees. The slow pace of our love intertwined with conscious melody. She's in Chun-Li, a fusion that sets me free, yeah.
In the minute home where adventures abound, there's a tale to be told of a boy renowned. Wally looked shrill with a heart full of fire. From Muggle to Verdanturf he would aspire. In Verdanturf town where the battles are fierce, Wally found solace, the path became clear.
Hey, what's up, New Dawn Horizon? Yeah, so earlier today I tried tinkering around with this game to see if I could fix any of the performance issues. It just seems like there was an update that butchered the performance a bit, so yeah, this game is just laggy by itself. It's not like an issue on my end that for some reason there was an update that just didn't optimize it well or something, so I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that this game is gonna perform like ass, even though it's an indie game that's like 2D. So yeah. Besides all that, I'm doing all right. I was grinding out a little bit of the first Yu-Gi-Oh game on that Yu-Gi-Oh collection that came out a few weeks ago. It's a fun game, but it is really grindy. Like, if you are not a fan of grinding in games, then I would not recommend you play any of them. Let me go ahead and rearrange my windows a bit. Gonna continue where we left off. Okay, so this is where we have to go. God, that frame rate is so ass, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, wow, okay. See what's up here. Okay, nothing. Oh wow, okay. Okay, thank God. Okay, was that a boss? Was I supposed to kill him? Or is that like a second part? Maybe there's a second phase. Okay, I see it now. They want me to duck under there whenever that magma laser comes by. You don't want to get attacked by hot boiling smegma. Revive right now. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, it doesn't even recover your hearts. That's gay. Okay, so yeah, it ended up being a second phase. That's okay, I guess. Maybe there'll be a third phase where he'll teleport somewhere else, or maybe this will be it. Oh hey, I got an achievement. Beat a boss with Lilac's Dragon Boost. Neat. Okay, so that wasn't even a boss, that was just a mini boss.
Pengu! Looks like she's been deactivated. Whoa there! Throttle back, Tiger. Hey you! What do you think you're doing with our robot? Let me bring you up to speed. The name of the Sigwada and mercenary extraordinaire. In the flesh. That Pengu of yours is a real sweet piece of hardware. You stole it from Perusa. We're here to steal it back. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's no way you're keeping her after what you've done. I figured you'd say that. Then it's time to kick the tires and light the fires! Kick the tires and light the fires!
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this definitely was... This is the actual boss. That was just like a warm-up boss. Got it. Oh, hey, what's up, Cream? How you doing?
Gotta push the envelope!
Yeah, I was seeing your Night in the Woods stream last night, but I ended up crashing out real bad, dude. Daylight savings kind of kicked me in the ass. I ended up staying up till like 6 a.m. And yeah, it was... Yeah, my if I could talk today, my sleep schedule was just fucked, dude. I've legit been... Hang on, let me actually try to kill this boss, that way I'm not, like, trying to talk over myself while accidentally doing something stupid.
Someone's sure getting schooled up.
I'm doing pretty good. Besides the whole daylight savings kind of fucking up with my head, it's been pretty good. I was playing a little bit more of that Yu-Gi-Oh game, Duel Monsters 1. It's good, but it's grindy, and I was trying to see if I could fix any of the performance issues with this game, because it was giving me like weird frame rate issues, like it was real stuttery, but it just seems like that's not a bug, that's a feature now. There was an update that ruined the performance, so. Let's see, you've been legit considering streaming these games yourself. Hope you have fun. Yeah, I would say that if you ever do decide to stream these games, prepare to have your anus pulled out of its ass. Because these games are,
Tuned up this time.
they're kind of bullshit. Yeah, let me go ahead and return to my checkpoint. Same, time flew by.
Cyclone!
I'll skip that cutscene because we already watched that.
Someone's sure getting schooled up.
Yeah, no, like, my full opinion on Freedom Planet 1 is that Freedom Planet 1, I can understand why it was popular back in the day, but now Sonic Mania exists, and I just think that Freedom Planet 1 is just, like, really bad. Because it tries to copy the Sonic formula, but it adds a health bar, and all the enemies in the last few levels try to kick your ass, and you have to collect keys in order to progress. It's stupid. And so far, this game isn't giving me any good first impressions, but I'm still willing to have it change my mind, because there have been some games I played where they started out rough and ended up being good. So far, I think that this game is, well, you know, it's definitely not like the best, I can tell you that much. It's definitely worse than Sonic. Like, any of the 2D Sonic games, in my opinion, are worth playing over this. Well, I mean, except for Sonic 4, but we don't talk about that. That doesn't count.
You really gooned up this time. Gotta keep moving.
What's the point of reviving if they just take away all your health? Like, it doesn't at least fill halfway.
You're more of a plumber than a fighter.
See what I mean? Right now, we're just going to be trading blows until one of us wins.
Someone's hankering for. You're more of a plumber than a fighter. Cyclone!
Maybe I should try to save those health points, but they're just scattered, like, right there.
Someone sure gets schooled up. Cyclone! Texting! Looks like someone's hankered for a spanking. Texting! Gotcha padlock.
Okay, I got a couple good hits right there. I keep forgetting there's guard, too. I don't know when you'd ever use guard, but... Okay, well, never mind. I guess sometimes using the... Like, sometimes using the actual mechanics actually might help.
Gotcha padlock.
Who knew? Okay, cool, I did it. Hang on, let me do something real quick. There we go.
Pretty impressive. I actually got a little beaten up. The mastermind, I presume. Doesn't she look familiar?
Hey guys, kept you waiting. Huh? What the heck, Corey?
Carol? Is that you? Well, ain't this a Charlie Foxtrot of a situation? Sorry, sis. Another time.
Corey!
After her! A decoy. Clever. I must reluctantly agree. For a wildcat.
But look! Pango's back! Yay!
I guess that's something to celebrate. Carol, was that your sister?
Yeah, honestly, I'm totally weirded out right now, so...
Sister or not, this was an attempted robbery of a major historical artifact on Shangtuzian soil. Airspace. Both. The Magister will hear of this. The ports have been ghosted, milady.
Excellent. And the Pangu drone?
Too much downtown action. We had to jink out of there pronto.
Unfortunate. Remember, Feline, I cannot guarantee the safety of you or your family.
I'm guessing
until
she's
you have
gonna be the new
properly
bad guy.
completed Your duties.
Yes, milady.
The drone will be ours, eventually. It is only a matter of time.
Yay! She's awake!
Scanning location. Good evening, sir.
Hey, the museum got trashed, so this place is your new home for now.
Location set as home.
Now turn into a dragon!
Invalid command.
Sorry, kid. Her dragon mode had to go. Didn't want to scare the museum staff in case someone accidentally messed with it.
Boo. Lame.
I'm totally okay with that. I'd hate to fight that thing again. Though, I kinda miss riding it. I've informed the Magister of today's events. That woman is now on the official terror watch list for all of Shangtu. That's probably for the best?
For the best? That's my sister we're talking about.
The watch list is designed with the safety of Shangtu and its citizens in mind. Your frankly nebulous familial ties don't even come into it.
Whatever.
Alright, time to see what else we can do. I wonder if there's actually, like, upgrades in this game. Because that's the one thing that I thought was lacking in Freedom Planet 1. It was just very button mashy. You just used a basic attack and then a couple of specials. It has voice acting, though. That's cool. Yeah, the first game had voice acting, too, as well. Although, the dialogue got a little cringy at times, and the story just didn't make sense. So, you know, make that of what you will. I'm sure for the time it was impressive to have, like, a 2D sprite-based indie game. You know, for that to have voice acting, but I don't think it's aged quite well.
State your command.
This is our final message, a message that we leave for the future. Although we will respect the wishes of your people and allow our influence to pass into legend, there will come a time in your history when you must learn the truth. When we were stranded here, we sought desperately to return to our world. We wasted countless years trying to find a way home.
I'm also really looking forward to that Steam Spring Sale.
And when we started, we
Hopefully it'll be a lot better than the Winter Sale.
civilization survive and prosper was a
Collected, we're Sonic fans. When has any story made, or when has any story ever made narrative sense?
to a physical relic of extraordinary
Yeah, but here it's a little bit different, just because, like, the dialogue isn't really all that memorable.
to the stars.
And it comes off as way too tryhardy, whereas, like, with Sonic, it's a little more endearing. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, if you want, I'll go ahead and drop my review of Freedom Planet in the self-promo in your Discord, if that's okay. Because that'll kind of give you a better idea of how I feel about it.
May the winds of time carry you for eternity.
3 years have passed since the invasion that almost destroyed our world of Avalis. Brevin, the intergalactic warlord, had planned to steal the Kingdom Stone, source of energy for all our world's technology. With the help of
Alright, I'll probably do that later.
Warrior and her friends,
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm watching a cutscene. I can just do that right now.
but the scars of war remain. The Kingdom Stone has been shattered. Its
Also, just,
fragments scattered into the very
Just
air
keep in mind that, like, my reviews are a little bit more, like,
alien attack force haunt us
edgy,
still,
so...
striking us at our most
But I'm sure you already knew that,
leaving us
if you've
in
seen
a
any of my
perpetual state
reviews.
of turmoil.
Let me go ahead and find it real quick.
Needs hope, but more than that, it needs heroes.
There it is. It can't be any worse than where's that damned fourth Chaos Emerald? I mean, let's see, this game handles racism very poorly. Yeah, because, like, there were some people in the chat, too, when I was doing a session of this before, like, for the beginning of the game, and I was trying to fuck around with the settings, trying to make it to where it wasn't lagging. Like, even some people, like, in the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat were like, yeah, no, this dialogue is still pretty bad. But, you know, I'm not trying to be, like, a party pooper and be like, oh, man, like, this game sucks, even though I've only played, like, 2 levels of it, so... I think what I'll do is I'll wait till I beat, like, the first couple of stories, and then once I get into the third story, you'll probably know more about how I feel about this game. Anyways, yeah, I went ahead and dropped the link to my review on that. Let's see. Gold gem exchange. Oh, okay, I got a badge. Don't know what that does, but cool. So far, the one positive thing I will give this game, a lot better art direction. Because the first game, I think, was just trying to copy too much of Sonic, but here I feel like it has more of its own identity. So that's good. Like they at least tried to get rid of all like the Sonic 3 and Sonic CD vestigial components. Let's enter this palace. Yeah, let's not train. I don't think we need to do that. Okay, increases the damage of your physical attacks. Oh shit, I need some gold, don't I? Okay, so this is kind of like an upgrade system then. Okay. I like that. Okay, so that was the Sky Pirate Panic. Let's go enter the battle sphere.
Have you seen Carol?
Yeah, she said she was going to Shangmu to buy ice cream for everyone. Isn't she the best?
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's just check on her super quick. Carol? Why are you going to Shangmu?
Battlesphere, gonna fight, gonna get me some grand prizes.
Whoa, what now? What about, you know, our missions from the Magister?
Can't talk, robot smashy time.
Nira's gonna kill us.
Do you hate Mondays like we do? Then come on down to the Battlesphere for Mayhem Monday! Face down the awesome power of our BattleBot Brigade!
The fourth main character gimmick is constantly being annoyed at the other MCs.
We're fighters from all around the globe duking out for a chance to win.
Yeah, I don't understand why they picked Nira Lee to be the fourth character. They should have just kept it at 3.
The Battlesphere? If you are, you'll face me, Captain Kalau!
Must be 13 years old or to apply. The Battlesphere is not responsible for death, dismemberment, injuries, or hair loss of any kind. This advertisement is brought to you by Mayor Zhao and Zhaolin Entertainment Corporation. Grand prizes are subject to change at the discretion of Mayor Zhao at any time and are non-negotiable. All entrance fees are non-refundable.
Enter now!
Is she out of her feline mind?
I wouldn't underestimate Carol the Wildcat. Oh, do you think that would be her stage name? That would be so cool.
Go after her if you wish. I have better things to do. Wait, didn't you say you were looking for more fighters? A solid idea.
Robot
But
smashy
wrong,
time.
I had already considered it.
Yeah, no, that cutscene ended up giving me flashbacks to that one boss where you were Carol and you had to kill 100 different robots.
Into military service.
That was very good.
Thank you. But you do want his help, right? So what if we go to the Battlesphere and win? Then he'll have to reconsider.
It'll be fun. I'm going to enter as Aleem, the masked Murata with a mysterious past.
I would like to know if the robots in there are related to the ones we've been fighting.
I guess we're going to be doing some wrestling.
Suppose this is worth our attention. That's the spirit.
Select an item set. A countdown timer appears. If it runs out, you receive no crystal bonus. Why would I want that? I'm not sure what that means, but it's hell is a cell. Hopefully Bonesaw shows up. God, I miss Randy Savage. Good God Almighty, she's been broken in half. Oh wait, what's that? It's fucking Knuckles and Mighty the Armadillo with the chair! It's, Hell in a Cell. Nice. That was actually kind of cool. See, stage design is kind of giving off Studiopolis vibes, but pink and a little less bouncy. Yeah. Yeah, so far I'm not actually hating this stage. Pretty much the main thing I'm looking for when it comes to playing this game is, like, how does it stand out compared to Sonic? So, yeah, so far it's not bad. As far as the stage goes, I still have to beat the whole game. Wait, it's Rocky now? Yeah, it seems like we're in a mine of sorts. Drill! Okay, where am I going? Okay, I think I need to go up there. Yep. I'm seeing a lot here. My gamer gears are going. Yeah, honestly, I would say, like, if this looks interesting to you, you know, give Freedom Planet 1 and 2 a shot at some point. Again, I will never understand why people think that the first game is good, but either way, like, both of them are at least worth giving a shot. Just keep in mind that the story will drag on and be kind of stupid. And the gameplay, especially towards the end, will get really repetitive and annoying. And the bosses aren't really that fun either. But that's just my take. Lava Reef without the lava. Oh hey, it's the, Okay, what am I hitting? Okay, that thing. I like the music of Lava Reef. Oh shit. Let's see, I play Suda 51 games. I'm used to dog poop bosses. Okay, well, this is kind of dog poop for a totally different reason. Also, the boss fights in No More Heroes 1 weren't bad. It was just kind of 2. No More Heroes 2 had the shittier bosses. Hey, what's up, Tailfin? Oh, shit. Okay. Please don't hit me. Okay, well, doesn't matter. I killed it. Oh yeah, Lava Reef Act 1 is one of my favorite video game tunes of all time. Okay, so not perfect, but we got a C+, right? C. Like, one of my friends in school, he used to say, C, I got it right. Whenever he got a C on, like, an assignment.
While this was an unexpected deviation,
No More Heroes 1 is the exception. Lollipop Chainsaw and Shadows of the Damned have horrendous bosses.
all in this together after all.
I don't know about Lollipop Chainsaw. I think that Lollipop Chainsaw was kind of more of like an arcadey experience, so you can kind of excuse the lazily designed bosses. There were only like, what, 4 or 5 of them? I haven't played Shadows of the Damned, though. I do have it on my wish list, or I actually think I did get it on sale at one point. That'll be one I'll have to play after I beat No More Heroes 3. I know that's how you found me, was through my No More Heroes 3 stream, but I just never got around to getting back to it. I'll have to fix that. Because I know people are mixed on it. Like, some say it's good, some say it's eh. But I think a lot of people still prefer the first. You like the train boss? Could have used some more colors on it. Oh god, I'm getting fucking Carnival Night flashbacks. At least it moves it up and down for you. You don't have to... You don't have to, you know, manually move it up and down and get confused for a childhood. I was actually watching one review of Sonic 3 and Knuckles where they said that when they were a kid, they had to, like, use a wall glitch to actually get past that part. Because they didn't know how to figure out how it works. But yeah, the train boss for this wasn't bad. It was actually well designed. Let me try and get this one. Oh, okay. Shadows of the Damned is great, I love it, but the bosses are weak. I stopped forgiving the Lollipop Chainsaw bosses at Killabilly. Yeah, but isn't Killabilly like the final fight? I would argue that that's more like a scripted scene than it is an actual boss fight. I would say my favorite boss in that whole game, though, would have to be the George Clinton-looking guy, the dude who did the auto-tune. That actually got a kick out of me. Yeah, for anyone that's watching this stream, if you do decide to play the remaster of Lollipop Chainsaw, get it on PC if you absolutely have to get it, and then just mod in the original music. this looks like a lot of fun, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, so far it's good. The question is, will it stay good, or will it cheap out at the end and make me have to kill like 100 fucking things at once? Because that was my issue with Freedom Planet 1. It's like, it threw waves and waves of enemies at you without giving you any kind of, like, crowd control. And then also the levels were designed to where you have to find keys, which, you know, people criticized the Sonic games for at the time. You know, locking you in a room until you collect a key or defeat all the enemies in a room. Like, there's a bunch of that shit in Freedom Planet 1. But yeah, no, like, I would totally recommend anyone that thinks this is interesting just to give it a shot, like, get it on Steam. And also, from what I hear, too, Freedom Planet 2 didn't do well in terms of sales. It launched, I think, in 2022, and it didn't really meet sales expectations compared to the first game, which was a lot more popular. Or, at the very least, it was more talked about. True, I miss the OG music on PS5. I'm assuming you're talking about the OST for Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah, it was kind of stupid that they got rid of the licensed music, but, you know, it's licensed music, so I get why they did that. They also had, like, Joan Jett on there, too. To my knowledge, Freedom Planet 1 was intended to be a Sonic fan game that Sega shut down. Really? I heard it was a Sonic fan game, but I didn't hear anything about it being, like, shut down by Sega. That's crazy if that were true. There we go. Now we made it. Oh. God dang it. Oh, hey, look, it's the Emperor dude. Really? I'm open to being wrong, because as of late, Sega has been very kind to the community. Yeah, the one thing I appreciate about modern Sonic is that there's a lot more consistency with how they handle the IP. Whereas, like, back when we were growing up, you know, in the 2000s, it was like they were making a new Sonic game every year, and every year it was something different. You know, you had Sonic Rush, which was 2D in boost form, and you had the Sonic Advance games that were kind of like the classic Sonic games, but with a modern aesthetic, and then you had fucking Sonic Rivals on the PSP, which were like racing games, and they were kind of okay at best. Then you had, you know, fucking motion control gimmicks on the Wii, and you had the Werehog, which I didn't mind the Werehog when I had it growing up, but you have to admit that wasn't going to be a thing that was going to be the Sonic formula going forward. That was just a gimmick. I'm actually kind of excited for Sonic Frontiers 2, because from what I understand, they're going to try and, like, do a one island type design, and they're going to make it look less artificial. A little less bloated. Oh, okay, there's another phase. Okay, excellent. Thank you. I have like no health.
Gotta keep moving.
Okay, sweet. Did it. Okay, nice. I got a C. Another C. Okay, this is the official battle sphere. Oh wait, hang on, let me go back. Am I able to go back? Is there a shop? You gonna try Penny's Big Breakaway? Apparently it was made by a lot of the team that worked in Mania. Really? Yeah, I've heard of Penny's Big Breakaway, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I think I might have it wishlisted, but not exactly sure. Every 30 seconds, your life meter alternates between fully restored and completely drained. Some other indie Sonic clones that I've tried playing were, what was it? That one electric dude, Spark the Electric Jester. I tried playing a little bit of that one, but I kind of fell out of it. The first one, anyway. I hear that 2 and 3 play more like the adventure games, so I should probably make sure I... should probably beat the first one at some point just to kind of see how they handled the Sonic Adventure 2 type gameplay. It's supposed to be a 3D momentum-based platformer that encourages you to stay in the air doing tricks with the combo meter. Okay, so kind of like the speed stages in Sonic Adventure 2. I dig it.
Carol, wait up! Lilac, hi, how's it going?
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have run off without us.
I don't need a babysitter, okay? I can handle myself.
That's not the point and not at all what I meant.
My main thing with a game that plays like Sonic is like, how does it differentiate itself from actual Sonic? Like, if it's just a copy of the exact gameplay but with different characters, then that might not interest me as much. But if they put their own unique spin on it and make it into their own thing, hell, I'll check it out.
To our cause and to help you. You are clearly doomed to fail without our support.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is like the boss area. Or it's a tournament of some kind. Oh no, this is an actual stage.
Water Dragon. Now there's something you don't see every day.
God damn it. These sprites are so expressive. Yeah, that is one thing I will give this game, is that they definitely improved on the art style. Do you get to play as the other characters? Yep, you get to play as Carol, Lilac, Mila, and then they added Nira Lee as a fourth playable character, which I don't understand why they did that, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'll bet you she has like an alternate story. That's probably the main reason. Kind of like how Knuckles had an alternate story, while the other characters kind of go through the same shit. Oh shit. Should probably be more patient. 4-player co-op? No. As far as I know, there is no co-op. It's just, you know, you kind of go through each character's story like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Oh wow, I got a solid B that time. Hey, what's up, Agent Ice? So far, I'm kind of mixed. Because on the one hand, I really do like the improved art style that they go for. It kind of feels like it's its own game rather than just like a clone of Sonic 3 or Sonic CD. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of performance issues, and it's still kind of too early to see if I'm actually going to hate this game or not, because it'll all depend on how much of the previous elements that this game copies from the first game. But so far, I'm not hating it. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever played. How you doing, by the way? What games have you been playing? I'm alright. Spent the day working on a video, playing Chucky and Hunt Showdown. Oh, cool. I'm assuming that's a horror game, right? What kind of video is it, if you don't mind me asking? I wasn't aware that you made videos. If you have a YouTube channel, then be sure to let me know, and I'll definitely sub to it.
Whoa! Looks like somebody didn't get the memo. Only the last fighter standing can ultimately face the champion of the Battlesphere!
Oh, right. Does that mean what I think it means? Because if it does, I don't like what it means. Alright, here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I'll take on...
It's about a game called AI2U. It's a lore video pretty much for one of the levels. Okay. I think I might have heard of AI2U. That sounds familiar.
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this!
Alright, so this is where it gets serious. This is where we're gonna fight each other. It's a literal cat fight. Yeah, I have a channel, nothing too crazy. Trying to learn how to edit videos better, but still kind of meh, IMO. What type of video editing software do you use, if you don't mind me asking? Because I might be able to give you some tips on, like, programs and audio equipment, because let me tell you something. I've wasted probably, like, hundreds of dollars trying to find a good setup. And I do have a little bit of experience with, like, video editing and audio quality, what mic to get, what programs to use for your mic, whether to use like a USB cord mic or an XLR. Right now I'm using my headset mic just because it's more convenient, but for my edited videos I use my XLR. Just because it's a higher quality. God dang it. Okay. I got too lazy there. I thought I won just because of the slow-mo.
She didn't quite hit the mark there.
Come on, Carol, you bitch.
Oh man, what a shot!
Yeah, that's gonna have to make me restart. I ended up receiving a Shure SM58 and I use it with my Yamaha AG-U06. Okay, shit. Yeah, you have a better mic than I do. Because I've heard of that, but I also heard it was like 200 or 300 bucks. Right now, like I am using an hang on. I am using an XLR mic, but it's just an Elgato branded one, so it's probably on the cheaper end. It still sounds pretty nice though. I think it looked it up. It was like 100 or 120. Oh, really? Okay, then I'm probably thinking of something else. Yeah, my Elgato mic was like 100, 120 something bucks, not including the little thing that hooks it up to your computer. Has a little gain adjustment knob. That's cool though. You know, if you want to, you can just feel free to post that link to your channel if you want. I'll definitely give you a sub just to show support. Close to Yetis. I had a Blue Yeti, but if someone farted in another room, it would pick it up. Made editing so bad. Oh yeah, like I think the Blue Yeti brand has kind of like died off in popularity just because it's like the Turtle Beach of desktop mics. Because I had I want to say it was a Snowball, and it was like 30 or 40 bucks, but it made everything sound so tinny. I think the last USB mic I ever used on the regular was like a HyperX. It was a HyperX Quadcast X, I think is what it was called.
My stones! We have a new record!
Alright, I just gave you a sub. As far as video editing software goes, I just use DaVinci Resolve, the paid version, and that's basically the best of the best of the best. It's Adobe Premiere without having to pay a monthly fee, for those of you guys who don't know. I got freebie DaVinci. Yeah, I hear that free DaVinci works as well, but I like having all the transitions and effects and all the paid features, so I ended up getting it.
I, Captain Kalau, acknowledge your fortitude.
I am honored, Captain, and would like to extend to you an
It also supports Linux too, so that's also a plus, because I was using Linux at the time.
Please, in the name of justice.
I ended up going back to Windows because there's just some stuff you can't do on Linux that you can do on Windows a lot easier. Yeah, I just don't have the money to throw at it for now. That's fair. And to be real, you're probably better off looking at like a third-party key reseller site. Usually they put free keys for those on sale for like sometimes 90% off. I was able to find a Windows, it was like a Windows activation key for 10 bucks instead of 100 bucks. You just gotta get, you know, creative and get lucky. See, I've been thinking of getting into the movie review scene on YouTube with an emphasis on B movies from the drive-in exploitation eras, but really don't know where to start in terms of equipment software. I would say, well, like, I would say when it comes to reviews, audio quality is like the most important thing that you should focus on. Because you could have like the best video editing software in the world and your video could look like a Steven Spielberg movie. But if your audio sounds like a, you know, like if your audio sounds like a Skull Candy mic from 2007, people are just going to immediately click off of it. So I would probably do some research on getting a good mic, preferably an XLR mic. Try to figure out how limiters and noise cancellation plugins work. It'll be annoying, but once you have it set up, it's like you never have to worry about it ever again. Hey, what's up, Ellis? This is Sonic if it were gay and for little kids. How you doing, by the way? It's actually not bad so far. It's the less sociable younger sister of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's what it is. IGN should hire me for that.
I don't believe what I'm seeing, folks. Our newcomer has beaten Captain Kalau's.
Oh, dude, how was your video premiere? I was gonna watch it, and then some crazy crap happened. So far it went out pretty good. It hasn't gotten the same amount of viewer traction as some of my other videos, but you know, like, you never really know how well a video will do until it's uploaded. Like, some reviews I do, it's like, they'll get really popular and everyone will like it. And then sometimes it'll get really popular and people will hate it and give it a bunch of dislikes because they don't understand kind of like what my shtick is. And then sometimes, like, it'll get maybe 6 likes or 10 likes and maybe only like 100 views. Kind of just depends, but yeah, the algorithm is pretty weird.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So you go to a music store, they usually let you test out mics in store, so find one that complements your tone and exists in your price range. Yeah, go with what Cream is saying too. Like, don't just, like, whatever you do, don't go on the internet and search up, like, top 10 best mics of 2025, and then they'll recommend you some overpriced shit.
Coupons for you and 5 of your friends to dine at City Hall in glorious downtown Shangmu.
Alright, well, you better end up in the VC,
What an honor.
or else,
I suppose I could use a free hot meal. Hot meal? It's funny 'cause you
or else I will be disappointed in you, Ellis. That's all I'm gonna say. Just let me know whenever you're in, and if Ryoku doesn't show up, I'll probably just swap over to ours.
You were right about those fighters. Shang 2 breeds them tough, I'll grant them that. But they're nothing that the captain can't handle at full strength.
Good.
I used to be a voice actor. I kind of know mics. Okay, so yeah, Cream definitely knows what's up. Me, I'm just an amateur.
That was so awesome! Except for the part where we didn't win anything. That was...
But I have been doing it for years, so I always try to give tips whenever I can.
And we can eat at Mayor Zhao's mansion whenever we want! Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so that was one mission done. And by used to, I mean I did fail, so take my words with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, you know, not everyone makes it in the industry, unfortunately. I do hear that the voice acting community, especially on, like, Twitter, is very gatekeepy. Oh wow, I got, like, what, 14? Okay, so I don't have enough, sadly. Yeah, it probably is, and a lot of people want to get into it. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, like, honestly, it probably makes sense they have to gatekeep a lot of shit. and they have to be all squeaky clean in terms of their personality and act all professional. It's because whenever there's drama going on, they could just easily replace them with like 10 other people that want that same role. Extremely, if you go for it, keep your opinions on matters to your chest and your nose to the grindstone. Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. Like me, I'm very direct with how I talk to people and how I express my opinions, so there would be no fucking way I could join that industry. Increases your maximum number of life petals by 1. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get that. There's a reason you typically only hear the same 20 to 30 people in pretty much every cartoon and video game in the past 40 years. Hey, what's up, Ryoka?
You haven't played a video game in the last 4 years, and you're playing a video game right now, and you've been playing them for the last few years?
Well, you see,
Alright, no, seriously, what game are you playing?
Freedom Planet 2. Actually, let me go ahead and, share it to you. That way you don't have to see a delay.
How is the game so far? I know you said you had issues with Freedom Planet 1.
Yeah, so far, not too bad. There are definitely some improvements, especially with the art style. I feel like they try to do their own thing now, as opposed to like just copying what Sonic did, but trying to put their own spin on it and failing. The story is still kind of eh, but you know.
What is the story, if you don't mind me asking?
If you want my honest opinion, I've just been kind of putting a deaf ear to it. I'll probably just rewatch all the cutscenes after I'm done beating it. Or who knows, maybe after I beat it for the 3rd time, because there were like
assuming
4
it's
stories.
something like Sat AM.
Yeah, it's definitely very Saturday morning cartoony. Yeah, Agent Ice is saying IMO story and VA for the game isn't that great. So yeah, that's pretty much the consensus. The one thing I do like about this is that you have access to power-ups that you can collect.
What is crystal power?
Crystal power? Not sure what you mean.
Yeah, look at time limit. Go to time limit.
Okay, so whenever... I believe whenever you hit a certain condition, like... Oh yeah, so like whenever you go through like a rainbow-colored circle, it gives you a time limit to collect as many crystals as you want for a bonus. And basically what crystals do in this game is, if you collect enough of them, they act as like checkpoint restarters, and if you run out, then it's game over.
Okay, so you actually straight up lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let's see, Agent Ice is saying the first one was so cringy, I still remember the I Love Sushi scene. Yeah, that was awful. That was very soy. Whenever we have free time, I'll have to show you some of the acting for the first Freedom Planet game, because it was not that good. It was very try-hardy.
Every time you mention Agent Ice, I keep thinking you're trying to say Agent ISIS, and I'm just like, wait, why do you have that in our chat? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, can he be both? Inshallah.
Enchilada.
Assalamu alaikum.
Aloha snack bar.
Cream is saying I crashed out about my mental health at one point, and so many people that I thought were my friends just sort of moved on as if I never existed. It's taken years to build my confidence back. Very toxic community. I'm assuming you're talking about when you were a voice actor, right? Or you were in that general community?
Oh, damn, he's a voice actor?
Yeah, apparently, or he used to be.
That's cool. Well, I mean, cool that he made it that far, but sucks that he was in a toxic community.
Yeah.
Because shitty work environments do take it out of you, so...
Mm-hmm. Agent Ice is saying it's funny to me they kept all the original VAs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they sound similar, at least.
Why would you do that if they suck? It's like, hey, your voice actors kind of suck. Maybe you should get new people. Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, they're like, we
I mean,
have
I
to
know people
reprise
can
our
improve.
roles.
I mean, I know people can change, but I'll be honest. This game gives me a very flash game vibe, and I'm not trying to shit on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, something I will say is that like the art style kind of makes it look like it's at least an improvement over what the first game tried to do. So if you thought this game was like a Flash game, then you would have loved to play through Freedom Planet 1.
I mean, this game is an indie game, right? Just so we're clear.
Yeah, no, it was made by an indie team with
Okay.
people on a budget, so you kind of have to also, you know,
Take that into account.
it's definitely an improvement, at least presentation-wise. And the first
Well,
few
that camera
levels I've
shake is
beaten,
so weird.
yeah, let me actually show you, because I think you can actually turn it down. Screen shake, yeah, I have it at like 100.
Put it like 50 or something.
Yeah, thank God they actually had that toggleable for people that get
In
motion
the first
sick.
game, it wasn't.
Nope. But I don't think there was much screen shake in the first game either. All the girls they kept and got some more roles. Meanwhile, the chucklehead that made the game was bragging about how he blacklisted folks or some crap. Oh yeah, I heard about that. So the like the person that made this game was bragging about how they tried to blacklist all the folks that
For what?
for being toxic, I guess. All right, you're gonna head out. This looks fun, IMO. I'm gonna check out both games. All right, yeah. I definitely recommend trying them out and see if you'll be a fan of them or not. I wasn't impressed with the first game. So far, 2 is giving me some mixed impressions. But yeah, we'll definitely see if this lives up to my expectations or not. God damn it.
No, jump in, run to
Yeah.
the other side, wait for it to, okay.
It's kind of like Sonic CD.
These levels are very open, like Sonic CD.
Yeah, there's a lot of verticality. Pillar jump scare.
Your choices are Exile or playing Freedom Planet 2.
I choose.
I choose Exile. I choose.
Go ahead and say it. Say the quote. Do it.
Very well. Death by playing Freedom Planet 2.
That was such a
Honestly.
funny scene.
No, it's just funny how dude somehow lived long enough. Cause you know how Bane took over the city and like all the criminals got out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just surprised to see him of all people because it's like, homie, you don't have any of your fear toxin, none of that shit. You're just a guy. Just a crazy guy sitting on a fucking pet on the judgment seat. It's like it's just fucking hilarious.
Oh shit. Marble Garden Zone moment. Fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, but no. Speaking of that movie, you said that your favorite one was The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah. Although I was kind of surprised by Batman Begins. I was expecting that to be like the least memorable of all of them.
No, the worst one ended up being The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, but only by comparison. It was still a good movie. I had my fun.
Right. Although, here's something that we didn't really talk about or notice when we first went through the movie, but Batman fighting all the... I mean, I understand why it happened, but Batman fighting a bunch of bad guys in broad daylight was kind of silly.
Yeah.
But only because, like, can you just imagine a dude in a bat suit just walking down the street? even if he is beating people's asses, it's kind of it does feel kind of silly though.
Although, to be fair, he is, what, from Gotham, and that city's already crazy as it is.
No, fair enough. Do you realize how close Superman and Batman cities are to each other? Do you really want to know how close they are in the comic books?
Sure. Go ahead and lay it on me.
Like, literally, if you drive, like, 50 miles across a pond, or not, or across, like, a big ocean lake area, you're in Superman City. That's how close they are from each other.
Superman City? How dare you slander Metropolis with that bullshit?
No, but the weird thing is that, so there are just some things that happened, there's just some things that happened in Gotham that you would think Metropolis or Superman would know about, but he just doesn't go there and to help or anything. So it's just the idea that they're that close to each other is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh shit, this is
How
gonna
are
be
the
a
boss
gimmick
fights
fight.
in this game?
They're not horrible so far. I haven't found myself dying to a lot of them.
Exile.
Oh god, I'm getting Ys flashbacks. I still need to beat Ys Origin.
Oh, actually, I was just thinking about that. Why did you give up on that game again? I know you gave me the reason, but why?
I feel like whenever you make a game and you have to force the player to find secrets instead of a secret just being optional, then that's kind of bullshit.
I forgot. Did you beat the plant boss? I forgot.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back to it.
Because I know for a fact you were in the sand area.
Yes. And
that's where I last remembered you playing the game.
It took me like
and you hated
50
that
hits
boss
to kill a basic enemy.
Well, yeah, because you didn't find the right secret upgrade, bro.
Yeah, you know, you have to just go back and explore some hidden room that you wouldn't know unless you looked it up in a walkthrough.
I beat this game without a walkthrough, and I'm still like, how the fuck did I do this?
Yeah, there are some games that I used to play as a kid that I kind of went back to them, and I'm like, how the fuck did I put up with that? Batman don't need no help.
I am gonna say one thing though.
Yep.
When you beat the game once, or maybe it's twice, there is another mode that you can unlock. Although I think you might actually hate it. I don't know. How do you feel about the combat in the game?
Of Ys Origin?
Yes.
I'm not against it. You know, it's just a recycled from E6 again.
Belgana and
Yeah.
6.
So, not bad.
Because there's a whole mode where you can just fight bad guys. But, how do you feel knowing that we're going to get a Superman and a Batman reboot?
Another one?
Yeah, James Gunn. He's making a new Superman movie.
Well, a James Gunn directed superhero film could be good.
And I think he's doing it for Batman, and I think Robin might actually be in it this time.
I still think about that one scene between Batman and Robin and, you know, Batman and Robin, where he's like,
yeah,
it's like, it's never Batman and it's never Robin and Batman, it's always Batman and Robin, and I'm sick of it.
Bro, that movie was so contrived, dude.
It was, but
was that the one? Was that with Uma Thurman as
Poison Ivy? Yep, and then Mr. Freeze was Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was an interesting choice.
He wasn't awful, like, it was, like, he was entertaining, but I don't know if Mr. Freeze was the character I would have picked for him.
Yeah, that movie was shit, but it was entertainingly shit. Like how Shadow the Hedgehog is technically shit, but it's still funny, so who cares?
The sun hasn't even set yet. Seems like these infernal devices are useful after all. So, he sent you, did he? Very well. We need you to track down a thief. A large portion of our weapons and steel reserves have mysteriously vanished. And no, I am not imagining things.
Steel, huh? Not profitable enough for the Red Scars.
My brother wouldn't steal from me. I'd bust him up good. Anyway, we believe the supplies were taken north, but I don't want to send my soldiers out there until we know who or what we're dealing with.
You can count on me, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so it seems like I have to go on another mission. The Avian Museum, huh? Oh, hey, look, it's that that famous woodblock painting that people keep making memes out of. Except he's a bear.
Kind of looks like
Oh wait,
kinda looks
whoa,
like what?
What the fuck? Game.
Was that
Chill.
intentional?
Chill. Game.
But no, that face reminds me of King Harkinian from the CDI games.
Thought you could use a bloodhound on your team.
Detective Mila is on the case too.
Oh, from the Zelda.
My boy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, my boy.
Squadala, we're off.
I'm not your partner.
You sound really British with that. That's fucking hilarious.
You want to come along? If you want to sit this one out.
It's fine. We can split up to cover more ground.
Peace is what all true warriors strive for.
We'll probably find what
I
we
just
can
wonder
over
what
there.
Ganon's up to.
Get this over with.
God, those cutscenes are great.
What was that game that tried to imitate it?
Arzette, Jewel Faramore.
Yeah, he said it had like it was like the exact same art style, right?
Not exactly. So I kind of go into more detail about it in that video I did where I rank all the games I beat last year, but essentially they try to capture the spirit of it, but they try to make it good instead of just ripping all the things that made it bad. Yeah.
Okay, so they instead of doing the so bad it's good, they did the we're gonna try to make it good that it just becomes mediocre.
Yeah, it's like, what's even the point? It's like nobody would have liked that game or thought it would be good if they fixed all the issues.
Just like with Sonic 06.
Right.
If it was a good game, we'd be having a different discussion.
The path forward may be tough. Would you like to play a brief tutorial reviewing the guard technique? Sure. Okay, yeah, guarding is definitely important. So they actually give you a move to avoid any kind of laser beam bullshit. That's good.
Really?
That's what Freedom Planet desperately needed. Because the first game was awful.
For that reason?
Yep. Among others. Cutscenes for the story ended up being way too long. Agent Ice is saying Sonic 06 is an excellent game to trade in at GameStop.
Okay, that's fucking hilarious. You are not timing your guards right.
No, I'm not. That wasn't the game being shit. That was me being shit. God damn it. No hearts. Have you ever
I
played
wonder if
any
they
of the?
made-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wonder if they made any new ERB parodies.
The last one they did wasn't that good.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, it was
Damn.
Kanye West versus the Whale.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was kind of cringe.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that they didn't really do a good job at.
Oh, never mind.
Full speed ahead.
Let's
You
see.
know that Ben Affleck was trying to get back with his ex?
I'm sure that went out well.
No, she told him to fuck off.
Yeah, he was kind of an asshole anyway.
Oh, he actually mistreated her?
Well, I know that everyone thought he was a hack.
I mean, did we watch Batman v Superman?
I don't think we did.
Well, Ben Affleck was an alcoholic. That's part of the issue.
Hmm. Have I played any of the Spark the Electric Jester games? I played a little bit of the first one, but not enough to say whether or not it's good. But I did like what little I played of it.
Have you ever been interested in Scientology?
Interesting as in I believe it's real, or interesting as in reading it like it's a Tolkien novel?
Reading it like it's a Tolkien novel.
Some of the lore is pretty interesting. Because of how
Bro,
ridiculous it is.
The fact that you literally have to donate a lot of money to move up in the ranks is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, they don't call it a Hollywood cult for no reason.
Isn't Tom Cruise like their poster boy, like one of the highest ranked members, or at least their poster boy?
Yep. As well as other famous celebrities that you used to like, such as Isaac Hayes.
Bad news.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Probably about to get worse.
Whatever.
Chef from South Park was
Home, courtesy of the
Scientology.
Bunch.
Scientologist.
Make like math tutors who
Damn,
don't know numbers.
I didn't know that one.
See you on the other
Wow.
side.
'Cause I know that voice actor, but I just didn't know he was Scientologist.
Agent Ice is saying, hey now, that's how my cult makes all of its money. I just missed a whole bunch of gems right there. Oh well. I'm sure the boss will be fine.
Did you hear that they have a new person for a Linkin Park?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't think she's terrible, but I don't think that she's no Chester, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that band needs a male lead vocalist. Sorry.
That's very sexist of you.
For that type of music, male and female voices are very distinct. They give off like two completely different emotions.
Well, and that's why Evanescence kind of have. I mean, I know they're not quite exactly the same, but they're in that similar, wheelhouse.
Yeah, same thing with
that's
what's
why-
her face. Trying to think of her name. The bitch that made the song called "I'm So Sick." I keep forgetting her name, but Flyleaf.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember her name either.
The band Flyleaf is what I was talking about.
Sash Lilac.
Yeah. But the thing is like a female vocalist, but it's like, because I think they did some of Chester's songs and his vocal performances with that new girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, this doesn't sound right. Like, not that she's bad, but it's just that it's just not the same.
It's a different vibe.
Right. But do I think that going forward, when they start producing new music and start producing new stuff, that maybe I'll feel differently about it all? Sure.
One thing I do
At
know.
least they didn't try.
Sorry, go ahead.
At least they didn't try to AI generate his voice. That would have been even more insulting.
Well, I mean, what would be the point of doing an AI live performance if he's not actually there up on stage?
Well, remember they did one for Michael Jackson. They did a hologram.
Okay, but was that just like a celebration thing, or was that just like an actual paid concert?
I think it was both.
Okay.
Because I believe it was like to honor Michael Jackson, but I believe in order to be there in the stadium, you actually had to pay to be in there. It wasn't like a. But I think it also might have been televised, so.
I like this boss too.
But no, I see what you're saying, because it's like it'd be different if it was.
If it was just like a regular
like,
thing.
Right, because I think it was only a 1 or 2 time thing. I think they did it once in America and like once in like overseas. So never mind. But because everybody in Linkin Park is still alive and involved, you know, except for Chester. So I see what you're saying. It'd just be weird if they just had. Because live performances are also slightly different, you know, depending on where you're at and who's in the audience. So
Right.
I see what you're saying.
That being said, we shouldn't be doing Hatsune Miku style concerts for Michael Jackson. That's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean they don't do it. I think it was like after those 2 occasions they didn't do it again. Cause I think it was only meant to be, like you said, a celebration. But yeah, at least for Hatsune Miku, she's not a real person. She's like an idea.
Same thing with what was it, Gorillas? Like that's okay to do on a regular basis.
I think it works for Gorillas though, because I think having actual people on stage trying to portray the characters would be fucking weird.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about this last night, but you said that about Dr. Disrespect, because you said that you don't really. So here's my question with him: is like, because it seems like he still has his YouTube monetization back. Do you think he'll be okay, or I don't know if I'm wording this properly. Do you think he'll still have that audience or have that big success after this, even after this scandal?
I think the only way he'll ever come back is like just having a different type of content. But even then, I was never really a fan of him. Never really watched him.
Right.
Never cared about him.
Worse, we found a hideout that's swarming
Bro,
with
that
weapons robots.
that shake with the text boxes is so weird.
Yeah, I actually think that is an issue with this game. It had a weird update that fucked around with all the performance.
Find out who it is.
Okay.
I will assemble a strike force.
Can you turn off VSync and see if that stops it? I don't know.
I hear it does, but that also causes a lot of screen tearing. So
Okay, never mind.
yeah. Telfin is saying he walked off the show because of that and died shortly afterwards. You're talking about Isaac Hayes. Hologram concerts are a big business now. Ronnie James Dio's likeness has been in a lot of them. Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah, that guy died in 2011, I think. I loved it. The funny thing is, I had just started getting into his music, and then I'm like, oh, he dies. Like I think like that year I had started getting into his music, and he was already either dead or just about to die. You know, it had just approached that time, so I'm just like, oh, huh. It happened this year too, so not this year, but like several years ago, I had gotten into White Snake.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, like the end of January, John Thykes, who had also did another album that I really enjoyed, I think it was called Cautionary Warning, he had died this year, and I'm just like, wow. Like, I had been into his music for a few years now. I just started getting into a lot of his stuff. Like, I want to say it was back in 2020, 2021.
Yep.
And homie just passed away. I'm like, maybe I should just stop getting into music.
Yep. All those celebrities from the 70s and 80s are starting to
get old
yeah.
and or die.
Apparently Kiss tried to do a concert back in 2021 even though they were like 80.
Bro, here's the weird thing, because before 2020, I want to say it was like in 2017 or 2016, they said, oh, this is our last concert, but then they kept doing more concerts. I'm like, make up your mind. Are you guys retiring or not?
Yeah, exactly. I know that Motley Crue did a comeback tour in 2015 that was really bad.
Bro, and part of this is because these guys A, aren't on drugs anymore, and B, they're actually getting old. 'Cause I think was it Korn or was it another group where it's like they don't sound like they used to, but that's because these guys are now in like their 40s and 50s.
Yeah, and they spent the last 20 years grunting.
Yeah,
I like Korn though.
same.
I think my favorite
don't know if
album
you're-
from theirs was "See You on the Other Side."
Yeah, that's a good album. I'm trying to remember what was my favorite by them. For some reason, if the album is not right in front of my face, I can't remember sometimes. But also, I like so much of Korn's music, it's hard for me to just pick one album. Because I think it's Psychosocial? Hold on.
I think Psychosocial was, what, Slipknot?
No, you're right. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the fucking... Oh, no, I remember now. I'm an idiot. Psychosocial is Slipknot. Okay. The album that I'm thinking of is called Issues.
Okay. I'm going
I think
backwards.
that's my favorite album by Korn. I'm sorry, I can't believe I fucked it up like that.
Somewhere out there, a metalhead got annoyed.
Yeah. If this video gets like death threats, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But no, Psychosocial is also a good album / song because I think that might have actually been both on that album.
The only
did you like Red
Slipknot.
Hot Chili Peppers?
Okay, so Red Hot Chili Peppers, there were only 2 songs I remembered listening to a lot, and they're the ones that you probably know.
Is one of them Can't Stop?
Yeah. Try to guess the other one.
I think I'm gonna be wrong, but is it Californication?
Okay, there were actually 3 of them. What was the last one?
No, that one's a little obscure. I always forget the name of this song, but was it the one that went like standing in line, you see the soul divide? Was it that one?
No, it was Give It Away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Okay, no, my mother loves that song. Okay, you know what? That's a good one.
So yeah, that was
That would have been my next guess.
yeah, that should pretty much tell you how much I know about that band, which, you know, isn't a whole lot.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But at least you have picked 3 good ones, so.
I was gonna say, as far as Slipknot goes, I only listened to their first studio album. Never really got into their newer stuff.
Gonna be honest, it's kind of like with some bands are just like that. Like you listen to their first like studio album, and then everything else afterwards just doesn't sound the same, or it's just meh. Like I had a coworker that was like that with Disturbed, where she says the first album of theirs was great, but she hates everything else afterward.
Where the fuck am I trying to go? Oh, maybe I have to push it the other way.
Yeah. No, go back. No, go back to the other side, I mean. Is it? No.
Nope, that's not it.
Sure.
Agent Ice is saying, I don't know, people still watching that guy. Lots of views on Rumble alone. That's sad.
Well, that's the thing with these things. Like, how do I put this? I know that part of the reason they used Dr. Disrespect was to, you know, get Rumble back more on the map, because like I think they tried to do this with like Rumble, where a Kick tried to sign Ninja over to Rumble. It was Rumble, right?
No, it was Mixer.
No, not Rumble. It was Kick, right?
No, Ninja, I think he had an exclusive contract with Mixer, but ended up getting
Are
bought
you
out
sure
by
it was
Facebook
Mixer?
Live, yeah. I'm at least 99% sure.
Well, there were some other celebrities or some other like big streamers that got signed over to Kick for a while, so. Oh no, you're right. That's why Mixer disappeared, because you're right. But that Mixer was originally Xbox. It was an Xbox app, right?
No, I thought it was independent, or that it was like owned by Microsoft.
Yes, that's what I mean. And then they try to integrate it with the Xbox, because I think at that time the Xbox One was a thing, and I remember that they tried as an incentive. Xbox tried to get like Xbox Live people, just users in general, to join Mixer, and they'll give you like free games or free skins in some games if that. But you're not an Xbox player, so you wouldn't remember or care.
Yeah, no. As far as consoles go, I was Sony until I died, and then the PS4 late into its life ended up being kind of eh.
A disappointment.
Yeah, and then still haven't bought a PS5, and I don't really intend to, because they don't really have any games that aren't coming out on PC already.
Honestly, there's, like, as a PC gamer, as long as you have a halfway decent rig, there's no reason to have a console, except for something like a Steam Deck or a Switch.
Yeah, it used to be that if you wanted to play FPS games, you would get an Xbox, and if you wanted to play JRPGs, you would get a PlayStation. And PC was still kind of like this niche thing that, like, yeah, there might be a good port every once in a while, but for the most part, people that are used to developing on consoles didn't really understand how the PC gaming market worked. But now it's more synonymous.
Xboxes were more were more, at least in terms of their architecture, was more closer to PCs anyway.
Yeah, you are correct about that. And I am glad that Sony stopped doing that proprietary shit. But at the same time, it's like a catch-22, because now there's like nothing unique about the PlayStation. Like, there's no real reason why someone would want to develop for the PlayStation over the Xbox, unless there's like more powerful hardware inside it. It's also part of the reason why console wars are just kind of a waste of time now. They used to be relevant for a reason.
Sony already won. Microsoft conceded, or Xbox conceded. So Sony won. Speaking of Sony, apparently they canceled The Last of Us 3. I think Neil Cuckman said that he's not doing Last of Us Part 3.
Good. Let that franchise die. Well, I say that, but aren't they doing like some gay space game shit now? That was inspired by Akira and Cowboy Bebop, so it has to be good.
I hope it is. Like, I don't want it to be bad.
It probably will be, though.
One of my friends actually said that. One of my friends said that he's fine with the character designs in that game.
Okay, where am I
that
going?
People just need to stop being gooners.
I don't know. To me, I think that character design, especially for the main character in a video game, is like one of the most important things you need to do. You need to make your character look memorable. Because
like Tidus, for instance.
Yeah, like if you make your character look like some bitch, and she looks like a bitch, acts like a bitch, and sounds like a bitch.
I can already tell what her dialogue and voice direction is going to be, and I don't even have to play the game. If that makes sense.
Right, so it's like, even if we could relate to a character like that, we wouldn't want to, just based out of principle. That's also why I didn't like Forspoken, by the way.
Remember Unknown 9?
What?
Exactly. Even the people at GameStop didn't know what that fucking game was.
God, that's so pathetic.
I think that was made by Bandai Namco, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I think I know what I gotta do. I think.
Bro, Dan Green really knows how to just put a lot of emotion and passion into his voice acting.
He was the voice of Yugi, right?
Yes, and I think Knuckles in Sonic X.
Interesting.
I think... But you didn't know he was Knuckles?
Nope. But now I do. And honestly, I can kind of hear it now. Shut up!
Yep, that exact line.
Asian Ice is saying yes, he was. Abridged made a joke about it. I used to watch Abridged.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge was great. And then he kept going. Like, honestly, I know he makes new episodes occasionally, and I understand, like, his position in life and all that, so I'm not, like, shitting on it. But at this point, I don't care. I think, what's it called? Team 4-Star had the right idea by making spin-offs and not continuing, because they even said, like, hey, we don't feel like we could do another, like that, the Boo Saga justice. You feel like everything's kind of played out, so we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, that was smart. God damn it. Fucking shit up. Oh wow, I got a 1-up. Nice. You know what this level reminds me of? That ship level from Sonic Advance 3. You know the one. You know,
I've never actually played the Sonic Advance games. I've only seen videos of it.
Nah. Yeah, there was one ship level. I think it was called like Ship Base or Oil Base. No, not Oil Base. It was something else. But yeah, that level was ass.
I think I know the level you're talking about.
You had to go through those little
Wait.
holes.
Wait, what was the one on the DS called?
Sonic Rush.
Yes, that was an okay. I think I played that first one. That was okay. I think there was 2 of them, right?
Yeah, Rush Adventure was also good too, but it also had a lot of filler.
I only played the first one. You could play as Blaze and Sonic, right?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Maybe I need to close this. No. Yeah, this stage layout's pretty confusing. Getting all disoriented. I'm supposed to go right? That's usually how these games go.
Do you want a Symphony of the Night remake?
Yeah. Hell yeah. They should totally do that.
I still think they should put the original on Steam, though.
Yeah, they should port over, what was it, that Castlevania Requiem, where it was Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night all into one.
Wait, is Rondo of Blood not in a collection yet?
No, it is. It was in Castlevania Requiem, but it's only available on PS4. That's the issue. Like, if I wanted to stream that, it would have to be on a PS4. I would have to hook up a capture device and...
So the Requiem collection, that's the one that has the 2-pack.
Yes. It doesn't come with the remake that was on PSP, though, but honestly, if you want my opinion...
That's Dracula X, right?
Yeah.
Chronicles? Okay.
The remake on PSP was not that good, in my opinion. The controls were very clunky. The colors were very muted. Just play Rondo of Blood. It's aged very well.
Remember Castlevania Rebirth? I think they did like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh yeah, they did the Adventure Rebirth. Okay, I think there's one switch I need to hit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one I have to flip all the way to green that I'm not seeing. Oh, hey, there's an enemy I haven't found yet. Okay, that's correct. And the enemies respawn. Hang on, somebody pinged me. I'll check that later. I do like the music of this stage, though. I like the bass.
Yeah, the music is good.
Maybe I should follow where these carts are going. No, I've already been there. Does this count as a sewer level? Yeah. I think so. Either that or it's like a dumpster graveyard thing. Okay, yeah, that led to a dead end.
Oh boy. Hold on, my Discord connection's off. I'll be back.
Okay. Maybe I have to flip these switches back? Maybe that's what I'm not doing correct? Definitely a sewer level. It's quite crappy. I get it. Welcome back. Oh, okay, I see now. I think I found my way out of this. And then I have to flick back this thing. Okay, cool. Got it. Made it. I was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Oh, hey, this kind of reminds me of one of the bosses from Strider.
Oh, yeah, it does. I think it's the Gravitron, right?
Yep. Except there's no gravity gimmick, it's just you spin around.
Which Strider did you play?
I played Strider 1.
Did you play the reboot?
I tried, but it just looked way too generic, like it was a bunch of sci-fi crap.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that made by the same
Yeah,
people that did Metroid 5 and Lords of Shadow?
I think so, but I don't remember exactly. Was it? You talking about the Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate?
No, both.
Was it Mercury Steam?
Yeah.
Wait, I have the fucking game. I can just check. Hold on.
Gotta keep moving.
It was made by Double Helix.
Okay, never mind. You were talking about Strider, right? The reboot?
Yes. The reboot was made by Double Helix. They also made Silent Hill Homecoming.
Oh. That was one of the ones that people didn't like, right?
Yes.
Gotta keep moving.
They made Front Mission Evolved.
Oh, I heard really bad things about that one too.
Same. I think that game's supposed to be getting a remake, but don't quote me on that.
I think what a lot of devs miss out on in terms of like re-releasing and remastering games is that they only remake the first one and then they do a shitty job at it. And when it doesn't do well, they just ignore it again.
I'm just glad Onimusha 2 is finally getting a update.
Yeah, Sam.
I actually never played that one. I only played the first one and the third one.
Alright, well, it's about 10:30. I should probably be winding things up. It's been about 2 hours anyway, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Agent Ice, Cream, New Dawn Horizon, and Tailfin for joining the stream. It's always appreciated. And yeah, same thing next week. Fridays are going to be Legend of Dragoon. Sundays are Freedom Planet 2. Make sure to eat your vegetables. You know, remember to keep the Sabbath. Remember to keep it holy. And
Christ is King.
Yep, honor your mother and your father.